Coming into being. I'm just distracted because I was trying to send my message. There we go. Okay. Coming into being. Yes, this is the time of day and the time of the week to just connect in. And I think today we're going to make it a real chill session. Talking to different people, different locations, and for a lot of people, it's been kind of a, a rough summer. Not wanting to really go out there. And when you're out there around people, it just feels like you come back, you're just covered in dust kind of thing. So I certainly felt that way and actually didn't go out a lot. So let's kind of do a reorientation and with this session today and just kind of like wipe the slate clean to prepare ourselves for just starting fresh for the fall. Here we are, fall is here now. So, and getting ready to go into that the dark time of the year and that that more internal process. So just take a couple of deep breaths in, hold it at the top, and then just release it all out, and really just let yourself with each out breath just releasing it out, and do that 2 or 3 times to really get deeper with each breath, and then just relaxing, coming back into that deeper breathing, deeper place, bringing your awareness to your chest area, letting your mind, just kind of closing your eyes and letting your mind sort of start at the center, maybe at the front. You can even tap your sternum, kind of like where you tap for your thymus. And then just kind of let yourself move back towards, hey, wisdom happy, towards the back, towards your spine, like you're putting your head down on the pillow kind of thing. And come to that center. Yeah. So just before I got on, I was just kind of tuning in and setting up the space, as I usually do. And it's the cosmic waters just all around. So let's just take advantage to it. Hi, Karen. Let's just take advantage of that and just, like you're on vacation, you're in this beautiful place, whatever place is beautiful for you, you're in the water, the ocean, maybe just in mountains, in the stream, in the mountains, maybe a lake, whatever, wherever you want to be in the water. Just close your eyes and let yourself just relax in, like you're floating. You're just there floating on the water, and the water's holding you. There's that buoyancy. And Asta, hello, Asta. It's going to be a real chill session today. So we can just clean out everything and kind of give ourselves our fresh start for the beginning of fall here. And fall's kind of just that time to clean up anyways, right? So let's just take advantage of all that. So, and feeling yourself just floating in that water. And as you float, feeling all your muscles just relaxing, your breathing kind of slowing down, the water just supporting you all directions. That's kind of the cool thing about water. You're in water and it's just holding you in all directions. Very gentle water, very calm water. And that ocean sometimes gets so still it almost looks like a mirror. Allowing all those thoughts to just melt out. of the head. Maybe getting that little sigh in there, like that just happened to be, and then just releasing it out. So you can simulate a breath and kind of activate that release by going, just taking some quick, short inhales, like 2, 3, 4, and then it'll just kind of kick in for you. Yeah, there we go. Feeling every inch, just softening, melting, relaxing. If you fall asleep, that's fine. That's good. So don't hesitate. That's fine. You're in a nice space to do that, because you fall asleep into these deeper spaces. Then that kind of brings in more rejuvenation, more relaxation, more just that deeper letting go. Just noticing the breath in and out. And allowing it to just cycle on its own, in and out, no holding. And the distortion just melting away in those cosmic waters as you float there and are held by these deep waters, deep, nourishing waters of the cosmos, of the And if you feel like you're falling, like Asta, it just looked like your spirit was just kind of freaking out, like it was falling into a hole. So just kind of putting my hand there underneath so that it has a sense of you're not dropping out of nowhere. But if you feel yourself like you're dropping, it's like allow yourself to surrender. You will be held in this space. You will be held. So there's a little bit of an issue for you, I think, around letting go, and so that will kind of bring up the opposite of trying to be in charge, be in control, making sure you've got everything lined up, kind of thing. That makes sense to you. And Sydney, this is the ocean coming into being here. We're just the holiday, allowing ourselves to be just in the cosmic waters and floating and being renewed and refreshed, releasing all that stress, releasing a lot of grime. Yeah, this feels good. I just feel like as you're floating in these cosmic waters, there's just all that grime that's accumulated. Maybe over the summer, it just felt grimy out there with the humans. And I'm assuming it's not just my region. I thought it was me, and then I talked to some friends who live north of here, and they said they felt the same thing all summer long. And then some other people are in the area too. I haven't checked in with people further out, but wherever you are, if your summer was just say yes or wave or something. If you felt like this summer, like being around people just felt like gritty, feeling like you come back and you're gritty, even if it's just walking outside to for whatever reason, let me know. I'm curious. It certainly felt that way here. So we get a lot of tourists here in the summer, but even the tourists were not the usual kind, not the ones that have usually come here. So there's a lot of change in the air here. And it's sort of that grime from the density of physical level of existence. So just allowing all that to just kind of wash away. Relaxing, yeah. And just focusing on the in and out breath. And a little tension. Karen, it feels like you've got a little bit of tension that's having a hard time releasing there in your body. And it could be with a lot of things. There's a lot of grime on the old earth grid too. Yeah, there we go. I don't bother too much with the old earth grid, so that's interesting you're feeling that. But yeah, that would translate into what I was talking about. So in that again, those cosmic waters, taking that vacation from all that. If you notice any tension in your body, Karen, so it's coming up again. So it feels like it's kind of upper back, and kind of coming like there's a hollowness there for you, in that upper chest, but more on the back side. A little bit coming into the left side, more on the back side. Just this emptiness there, and if that makes sense to you, let me know. But usually that comes up when we've been holding on to frequencies that aren't ours, and maybe have shifted some of those out, or a good portion of those out, and there's still that void of this emptiness, like we're not there. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Karen, or not. And anybody else who feels that in any part of your body, kind of bring your awareness into that area and feel that, and so if it feels dark or void or empty, just come into that, bring your presence in there. So here, darkness or void, just because there's this emptiness of self, empty of self. So we need to bring ourselves into those areas where we are not. So let's take advantage of that in this session today, where we have these cosmos waters. I don't know if you can feel it. I can feel it around me. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. With the whales, yeah, I see. I can feel a whale. Like I'm in. It's overlapped with me, so it's nice. So for all of you, it's here for all of you. Being held inside of this whale. Very nurturing feeling. Yeah, with just each breath, each out breath, kind of releasing out through your mouth and just allowing yourself to release more and more any stress or any tension, any mental stuff you're noticing, just releasing more with each out breath. And with each out breath, also just relaxing more and more. Yeah. And I am seeing release, release happening. So really good for you. And just kind of bringing to the forefront the new earth grid also for everybody here. Yeah, and even if we feel ourselves in kind of this cosmic ocean, the earth also, with that connection to the earth, because that's also very nourishing, just grounding, just vibrationally, those lower frequencies of the lower chakras and the earth are connected to the earth are very good for the body, for nourishing, for restoring, for rejuvenating the body. So allowing those to come in as well. I can kind of imagine your feet on the earth grid, the new earth grid specifically, the new earth grid. And just those light frequencies coming up into you, into your body. And with each in breath, just pulling more in and just going higher and higher up through your up through your legs, up to your hips and lower abdomen. And filling up the abdomen from the bottom up. Flowing into your arms. Filling up your arms all the way to the fingertips. And then flowing into the neck and the head. Ask to see if you can just kind of slowly bring your awareness down. You're kind of more in your head and a little bit into your neck. So just kind of focus on where it's not stressful. So if it's just your head, that's fine. Start with your head, because it feels like you're just really up here, and it's that feeling, that challenge of being in that challenge of trying to come down more. And it's a little scary. That's fine. Then just coming into the neck, maybe placing your hands around your neck and feeling your neck gently. Everybody can do this too. The neck and the back of that neck, maybe having the fingertips on the back of that neck, just to let your body know you're right here. You're with it. Breathing into that area. Breathing into that area, and then just as you exhale, just letting it relax. as it relaxes, releasing. And then just going to the top of the shoulders. Again, you can put your hands there on the top of your shoulders. Letting yourself feel the warmth of your hands. Yeah. And, letting go is not easy. Relaxing down is not easy when we've never had anybody hold our backs. That's usually we'll learn that at, when we're children. And if we have a parent that's depressed or alcoholic or always in a bad mood, always yelling and screaming, then that tends to knock that whole piece out for us. Nobody's there for us. Nobody's there to just let us know that somebody's looking after you. So if that's coming up for anybody, or if that's or just anything that's any kind of tension, maybe it's not that detailed, maybe it's just feeling a little tension somewhere. Just notice that and let it relax. A lot of it's pulling up the shoulders to hold up to get back. So people have like real squared off shoulders because they're holding up. So allowing those shoulders to relax down a little bit more. Don't have to do it all at once. That's okay. Just slowly melting. Like feeling them like they're butter on a hot summer day in the sun, just melting away. So again, in the space of the cosmic waters and the new earth. So just skipping over the old earth and going straight to the new earth. And you really don't want to be tapping into the new earth, the old earth grid too. I mean, if you kind of catch it, that's fine, but you don't want to be sitting there, okay, let me tap into that, because that's pulling you right into the old and kind of keeping you anchored there. So just, if you happen to notice it, if it comes to mind, that's fine. It's like, okay, well, we're going to bypass that and go into the new earth grid. Get into this purity of the frequencies, because the old earth and the old earth grid are, you could say tampered, so there's just distortions that have gotten kind of stuck in there. And kind of notice, you kind of get into a deeper, relaxed place, and things are kind of like go. And then it's like there's another a cycle that starts. It's like, oh, something else comes up. to release. This can be actually harder than when we're focusing on like our bodies or something like that, because uh, focusing on your body can is good, and then it sometimes it's just this piece about it's distracting the mind away, and when we go into this kind of space of just being present, it's like all you're noticing, like all this stuff. So it can feel like a lot, like too much, like get me out of here. So just breathe into whatever's coming up. Stay focused on the breath. Yeah, very nice. Don't have to be anything or anyone or be anywhere. Just here, just now, just whatever is coming up. Doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be fun. I mean, it's kind of nicer. We kind of like it better that way, but it's okay. Wherever we're at, it's okay. Being okay with that. It's really easy to get into this place of just pushing to reach our highest potential, pushing to, and sometimes that can be a kind of a catch-22, because we spend so much time in our lives just pushing to be something else that other than what we are. You know, a really common one around that is wanting to be like everybody else is doing this. Everybody else has got doing better than I am. It's going faster than I am. It's got more success than I am. I want to copy their frequencies. I want to be like them. I want to do this, you know. So there's a time for that, and then right here, right now, it's kind of the opposite. It's that time to just like go, this is where I'm at, right here, right now. Some of it feels all right, some of it doesn't. But you know, that's just where I'm at right now, and surrendering to that. When we surrender to ourselves in whatever state we're in, that opens the door to actually stepping into that higher potential, that more of what, you know, what we'd like to have for ourselves, instead of fighting ourselves. So first step to stop fighting ourselves, you know. And just allow, be present with where things stand, exactly how they stand. Are we sick? Do we feel rejected? Do we feel unsupported? Do we feel scared? Do we feel like I've got to hold on because if I let go, then I'm falling into the pit of nothing, into that endless free fall? And it's scary. It can be really scary, like right when we're on the edge of feel like this is do or die. If I don't get this now, I will die. You know, sometimes it can be quite literally, it feels that way. I will lose everything. So right here, right now, just for this moment, hey Caroline, just for this moment, just allowing yourself to go, just throw your hands up. It's like, I give up, I surrender. And allowing the release, yeah. It's kind of showing up for some, so that's good. Others of you are just kind of chilling out, relaxing, just good too. Yeah, letting yourself actually dive into that fear of surrender, around surrender. And it's not fear of the surrender, it's fear of what will happen if I surrender. What if? It's this fear of what if I surrendered this? It's X, Y, Z, and it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, X, Y, Z, all the way through and over and over again. What if I close my eyes and there's those demons again? Yeah. So shifting your awareness back to your breath. And back to that feeling of those cosmic waters, just floating in those waters, coming back to that. I've been there the whole time, just holding you, keeping you afloat. That, that buoyancy in the water. Yeah, there we go. Letting yourself feel that, the cosmos. And I say the cosmic waters because it really is that feeling of just the water, being in the water. And the whale just popped in and says, me too. Can show itself. I'm here too. And becoming aware of your body. And you can just kind of go without opening your eyes, just still being in that nice space of cosmic waters, and feeling your head, neck, shoulders, arms, all the way down to the fingertips, back up, upper torso, all the way around, midsection, mid-torso, all the way around, lower torso, all the way around, hips and sit bones and pelvic girdle, thighs, knees, lower legs, all the way to your feet, to your toes, and then your whole body. And then gently opening your eyes and just soft gaze, and kind of getting a sense of that feeling of that cosmic waters, the whale space, overlaying with your physical environment. I think I kind of get what you're saying, Wisdom Happy, but it's a little choppy, just the spelling. Sometimes that you get that autocorrect or just typing fast kind of thing. So entering that surrendering. Yeah. And the multi-dimensional realm. And yeah, which is really important for you, because that's what's going to help you kind of since you connect up so vividly with different dimensions, it's really important for you to stay in, to really work at just keeping your vibration up, to keep from falling into the lower dimensional spaces that you have been, because you can go either way, and it's really where you hold your vibration that will dictate which, you in particular, not everybody here on this call, but you in particular. So you're um, my sense is that's getting clear for you. That's what you need to do. So that's good. And yeah, and speaking to me, yes, that's right. That's and yes, that's yeah. So you get it, yeah. Good, very nice, very nice. Just mellow, um, refreshing, just restorative session. Nice deep connection. Yeah. So the whale is there as I'm speaking, and I love this because it's like I see it, and all I can see is the eye, and I have a sense of this big body again up on its tail and its eyes right there in front of me. So just letting us know it's there. Kind of like watching over us. It's almost kind of like a guardian, in this space. So very nice. And yeah, very nice session today. And yeah, this is a nice one to come back to, whether on YouTube or on Instagram. Just come back to today and listen. Timeless space right now. Yeah, that's cosmic waters. Yes, definitely timeless space. So anything that's not physical is going to be in that timeless space. I'm up higher in the unconditional love. You're heading in that direction, and relative to where you've been, it's going to feel like you're in that place of that unconditional love. It's not an end point. It's not going to be an end point. It's going to be you're starting to have a clear sense of it, but it's not an end point. So that's just going to keep growing. Sleep is everything for a thing of time, too timeless, flow, impossible again. Sleep is everything for thing, too timeless, flow, impossible again. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're going to hit those spots. It's not going to be smooth sailing. It's not like you step into it. It's a little bit of an up and down process where we drop back down. We hit, and we drop back down in the sense that we. It's not like we drop all the way back to where we were before, but we kind of drop down to. It's like a way of saying, it's like, what else do I need to release? Because when we're in those deeper, higher states, everything feels great. We can just let it go, all go. And when we come back down, it's like, oh God, here I go again. Here's this piece that I haven't worked through. There's somebody that there was a book. I remember I never read it. Somebody was telling me about it on Atlantis. That was about 20 years ago, and that mermaids and unicorns were, among other things, the minotaurs, the centaurs were actually genetic engineering that happened in Atlantis. I didn't know I had water in my sign because of the symbolism. There we go. So I don't know, but that was kind of an interesting thought there. Okay, so good session, everybody. I recommend coming back to this one if you need to chill. So our cosmic water, new earth, whale, the whale. Yes, the whale, I see you. The whale here for us, and to really just be that guardian. Yeah, it feels like it's just kind of like I'm watching over you. So just close your eyes for a minute, everybody. Feel those cosmic waters around you. And let yourself just feel the presence of that whale. It's almost it's as if, and actually whales are, God, they're so huge. It's like the space that we are in is inside of this whale. Feeling that, yeah. Okay. I see you able to sleep on my sleep right now on my brother's couch. Yes, well, you've been there for in that state for all. I'm going up and down right now. You're good. Up and down is constant. The journey's just not like straight up. It's up and down. It's like the weather change in the seasons. Kind of gets warmer, and then it drops down a little lower, and it gets a little warmer again, drops down a little lower. Same thing. So that's normal. You're fine. You're just, when you drop back down, you realize where your weak points are, where you need to strengthen so that you can move back up. when you're up, it gives you that flavor. It gives you that orientation of it's like, oh, okay, this is where I'm aiming. This is where I'm moving towards. So, okay, everybody, I'm going to bring this to an end for today. Thank you for a lovely session, for your presence, and we'll see you all next time in the ethers, wherever we connect up, in person, in the ethers, and elsewhere. And yeah, thanks.